Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Lizzie, and as you read it from the title of this video, I finally watched A Quiet Place 2. So if you have not seen my review for the first one, make sure that you go check that out. But as just a general summary, I liked the first one. I thought it was a good film. It's not a film that I became like instantly obsessed with. I just thought it was good, thought it was scary. That's kind of basically it. So going into this one, I didn't have a whole lot of like high hopes for it, especially seeing as it was a sequel. Part of me was actually pretty hesitant. I was concerned that, you know, this being the first one being so hyped and then the second one coming out pretty soon after. I mean, obviously it got pushed back with COVID and everything, but I was hesitant. Sequels aren't always good, and I feel like films don't always require a sequel. So that's just kind of how I felt going into this one. I really didn't know much about how it was going to play out going into this one, which I liked that I didn't really have much information. I liked that the film had a bit of a prequel feeling. I did not know going into it that Cillian Murphy was in this, which is really cool. I really like him. Obviously, he's been in other post-apocalyptic type films. I personally love him as the Scarecrow in Batman Begins. So that was really exciting to see him end up being kind of a main character in this film. But the main focus was still, of course, on the family that we follow in the first film. If you have seen the film, you already know. Of course, I'm gonna get into spoilers because the film's been out for a while. But John Krasinski's character, he's in the film for a little bit, of course, because we have the sense of a prequel and we have some flashbacks, but he's generally missing from the film for the most part because, of course, he dies in the first one, which I thought was really interesting given the fact that he wrote and directed these films, that he is somebody who's willing to basically take a step back and not feel the need to continue on and even be the main character. His wife, of course, Emily Blunt, who plays his wife in the film, is his wife in real life. She is our heavy main character. If you had to pick a main character, she would definitely be our main character of this film, which is cool and kind of cute. And of course, she's a fantastic actress. Everybody in this was really fantastic, and everybody did kind of have their own parts. Like I said, picking a main character because obviously the kids have their moments as well. And honestly, one really cool kind of aspect of this film, I feel like, is the fact that our almost hero of the film ends up being their deaf daughter, who is, of course, played by a deaf actress herself. And that was, you know, obviously really appealing, and a big part that was talked about with the first film is the fact that so much of it is silent. This film, we actually have quite a bit more noise due to, of course, having, like I said, prequel moments, flashbacks. There is, of course, the part where they get to the island where they think that they're finally safe and momentarily are, and you have sound again. But I liked the fact that this film really played back and forth with it a lot, where depending on the character's POV would be whether or not there was sound throughout this. I thought it was a fun way that they did that, and again, really like that. The monsters of these films are very interesting for me. It always kind of throws me off a little because it just reminds me of Stranger Things. The monster in this looks very similar to the monster that they face in the first season of Stranger Things. So, not exactly like an original monster, but it's still really cool. And I mean, this film definitely more so just kind of had me on edge. Not necessarily like scary, but just, again, on edge, wondering, you know, what's gonna happen next, when the monster is gonna pop up, what's gonna be the thing that like triggers it, there's moments throughout it when you're just like watching and you're just kind of waiting and you're like, oh no, like don't make a noise, and it's very intense, and I really liked it. I think I may have actually enjoyed this one more than the first one. I should have, initially going into this, I feel like I probably should have rewatched the first one. I did not, because I just rented this on Redbox, so I just went in and watched the second one. And yeah, I did still really enjoy it though, and like I said, I think I may have enjoyed this one even more than the first one. So if you have seen A Quiet Place 2, let me know what your thoughts are on it. If you did enjoy this quick little review, please do give it a big old thumbs up and make sure you hit that subscribe button for more horror related content, and I'll see you guys again later with another video. Bye!